Hello, this is State Senator Jeff Stone with my weekly Capitol Update. This has been a good month for water in California, but it doesn't begin to make up for 10 years of mostly below average rain and snowfall and a statewide water system that just isn't working right. The recent storms may be enough to avoid an immediate crisis for many cities, but the underlying problem is that when big storms come, we don't have the infrastructure that can reliably capture and move the water to where it's needed by people, farms, and businesses. The biggest problem is in the heart of the system, Northern California's Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta. Luckily, we have an opportunity to solve the problem, and we can either seize the opportunity to modernize our water system or we'll suffer the consequences for years to come. The Sierra Nevada Mountains are California's largest freshwater source. The range's many rivers converge in the delta south of Sacramento. There, our country's two largest water projects, the State Water Project and the Central Valley Project, have operated for decades to sustain 26 million Californians from Silicon Valley to San Diego and 3 million acres of productive farmland. It's a system too many of us take for granted. For instance, every drop of water stored in Diamond Valley Lake near Hemet, Southern California's largest reservoir, comes from this system. Almost every drop of water Southern California keeps in storage for droughts is imported from somewhere. Too often when storms arrive in Northern California, the system slows to a crawl. It happened again this year. Pumping restrictions happen because of the Endangered Species Act, which are kicking in now, just when flows are at their highest. The existing system is vulnerable to restrictions because both water projects have their pumping systems very close to one another in the southern delta, where conflicts with migrating fish species are at their greatest. Constructing new intakes in the northern delta would solve this problem, and transporting the supply from northern delta through a new Twin Tunnels pipeline project would protect it from earthquakes and other threats. Public water agencies such as the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California have invested nearly $250 million over the past decade to advance the solution. State and federal agencies are now in the final stages of crafting the project. For a state that's always led the nation in ideas, innovation, and solution, don't you agree? It's time to fix our fundamental water system problem here in California. California's Water Fix, as it's called, is the best plan according to state and federal agencies responsible for protecting our water supplies and the environment. My friends, it's time to make it happen. As always, I'd love to hear from you. Please contact me on my website or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. And as always, thank you for giving me the opportunity to represent you here in Sacramento.